To continue. The Dow is up right now, up a lot yesterday. So what does this mean for interest rates? Let's bring in Shivani Peterson joining us via Skype from her mortgage office in Reno. Shivani, good morning.
Good morning.
Whenever we talk about real estate, mortgage rates, and the economy in general, we like to get a taste of what is going on locally. You've had a banner summer into fall when it came to refinances, and I'm sure for purchases because of the rates being so historically low. Where are we right now as we head into the middle part of November?
So we still are looking at interest rates that have a 2 in the front, which is just mind-blowing because in the 8 years that I've been in the industry, I would joke with people about rates in the 2s. When they said they wanted a lower interest rate, I would say, "You want something in the 2s?" And now that's reality. So on a 30-year fixed, you're looking at a 2.5 for a purchase, maybe a 2.625 for a refinance.
Which is unbelievable. Like you said, it's scratch your head, unbelievably good. What about, though, the stock markets? When stocks go down, that's good for interest rates, but now they're going up. Does that mean we're going to see these rates start to creep up near the 3% mark? As if that were bad.
It's interesting. We've had a really volatile last week with interest rates because of the stock market. And the correlation between the two is not exactly obvious to most people. So as you mentioned, when the stock market's doing really well, interest rates don't do as well. So mortgage interest rates will become more expensive because the most basic way to explain it is that the markets start to anticipate that the cost of money will go up. When the economy slows, the interest rate markets, mortgage-backed securities, anticipate that the Fed will lower short-term lending rates. So then interest rates also go down in anticipation of that. So when we see a day like yesterday, where the stock market just soared, on good news, regardless of my industry, of course, I think it's great news that we're working closer towards a vaccine. That really caused the stock market to rally. That had a very negative impact on interest rate pricing.
Exactly. When I work in the mortgage industry, I would look at the stock market every day, and I felt bad feeling bad about the stock market doing well, because I knew that was, obviously a very positive factor when it came to people's 401ks and everything else, college savings plans.
You have to balance being a human with being a mortgage advisor.
Right, exactly. So where are we now as we head into the colder months here? Typically, this is not the best time to put your house up for sale, but boy, home prices have remained so strong and the interest rates have remained so low. It seems like this is basically going to be like any other month we saw in the warmer typical months for selling a home. Not bad at all going into the holidays.
Yeah, you're spot on there. I think that we won't see the typical winter slowdown in the market because affordability has boosted buying power. So these drops in interest rates have been good news for buyers too, because as home prices went up, interest rates went down, so their affordability stayed strong. So as we head into the winter, sellers are still just as excited to put their house on the market because we still have a shortage of homes for sale. So they're probably going to have multiple offers made on that home, and it's probably going to sell above asking. And that's really specific to Reno. I think that in this coming year, a lot of people are wondering, what are we going to see happen with home values? Like, what's going to happen with prices as a result of how many people have had their finances negatively impacted by the pandemic? And in a lot of markets across the country, I think we will see an effect on housing, a small one, but an effect nonetheless. In Reno, I think we'll be an island through that because the effect of the pandemic has been strong on our housing economy because we've had so many people move into our area and many more expected to move in the next 6 months. That's going to make the supply and demand problem worse, which means home values stay high.
When it goes back to refinancing, though, as you look at possible vaccine here coming in the ensuing months, it's still then, I guess it would hasten your desire to get your home refinanced now versus later because those rates look like they might creep up. Yes or no? Am I wrong there?
I think that you might miss the bottom of interest rates if you wait too long here.
Okay.
You'll still probably have a solid amount of monthly savings depending on what your current interest rate is because rates have gone so low. But I think right now you're definitely in a sweet spot of trying to get this done before rates go up a bit.
Very good. Shivani Peterson, thank you so much. And how can folks find you? What is your website and your business?
All Western Mortgage. You can find me at ShivaniPeterson.com.
All Western Mortgage is the company. Shivani, thanks again for your time. Great to see you again.
It's always nice to be on.
All right, take care. Whether your candidate lost or won.